Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a special reading for the full moon eclipse that's been happening tonight. Tonight is the full moon. If you are coming upon this reading and it is not the full moon, take the messages how they resonate for you and when they resonate for you. These videos are meant to be timeless. So, we just had the summer solstice. We had the new moon eclipse. We have Mercury retrograde going on, the full moon eclipse. We have another new moon in July, and then we have the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. A lot happening, and the energy is just crazy. If you listen to some of my past readings, what I had said was that, especially with Mercury retrograde, there's something different about this Mercury retrograde. And I think I mentioned this in the weekend update from last week. There's something different about this Mercury retrograde. It's almost like, for divine partnerships, it's taking, I don't know if it's the energies of the eclipses and this lunar cycle, the new moon leading into this full moon here, but there was a feeling like doors were being closed, cycles were being closed out, but it feels like action is being taken. Like the Mercury retrograde is all about moving backwards. That's what retrograde is. It's all about time for introspection and reflection, especially with regards to the self and relationships, those around you. It feels like whatever is coming up to the surface for that, through this retrograde, is actually pushing us to take action for our lives and actions within these partnerships as well. It's very interesting energy. It's very strange energy. And now we also have outside right now, there's a thunderstorm brewing. So the energy, it feels electrified. I can't quite explain it. There's something about tonight where the energy just feels intense and it feels electrified. And I have a feeling that it's going to continue over the next few days as we continue to feel the effects of this eclipse and the full moon. Because remember, the energy from the full moon, and especially the eclipse full moon, continues. It is residual over a couple of days. And there's something intense about it, something electrifying about it. I don't have another word for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Moonology deck and channel some messages and see what's going on with counterparts with regards to this full moon, see what's going to be shifting here. And then in the extended version over on our Patreon, we're going to take a look at the masculine and the feminine, how they're relating to each other, and what this full moon eclipse is going to bring in, because there's something powerful happening. It feels electric. I don't quite know how to explain it. So let's see what messages we channel here. I'm just going to get another shuffle. There's something. The air feels charged. The wind is blowing in the trees. I see leaves. I see leaves going by. It feels like the clouds are heavy. It feels like it's going to storm. It feels like it's going to rain. But it feels charged. The energy, the air feels charged itself. And it feels like Spirit's like, go ahead, say it. It feels like a portal. That I don't know how else to explain it. I've never experienced something quite like this. It feels like we're moving through a portal. It feels like we're moving through that doorway that I've been channeling for the past few weeks. When we got the 2 of Wands from the Gilded Tarot, I'm actually going to get that here so you guys can see it in case you haven't been to the channel before. Welcome. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for being here. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. We've been channeling this message using, I'm an intuitive reader, so they've been showing me this 2, I knew it was at the bottom of the deck. They've been showing me this 2 of Wands message here. What they've been saying was, especially for the Divine Masculine, they have a choice. Here we have the 2 Wands being a doorway, and they have a choice. They can continue on in their 3D life, their 3D relationships, continue on with the path that they were on. But that's just going to be repeating karmic cycles if they don't go within and heal. If they don't go within and reflect and really look at themselves, then they can choose this path, which is familiar, which is comfort, or they can take that leap of faith and go through the doorway. And the doorway is this higher level of evolution, this higher level of ascension. It's another shift in consciousness, but it's a shift in consciousness. Spirit is telling me now it's a shift in consciousness, especially around love, around self-love, and around love for this connection, around love for their divine feminine. But they have a choice. That's what free will is all about. And you see these two paths are already paved. These paths are already carved out because they've walked these paths for a lifetime, Spirit is saying. They've walked these paths time and time again. But now this is something different, and so it's scary. We've been channeling that message for the past few months where they haven't experienced this love before. Neither counterpart has, because that is what the ascension journey is all about. It's about waking up to this unconditional love, waking up to divine love, what divine love truly is. And divine love is Source's love. Divine love is God's love. It is true, pure, unconditional love. And with our 3D conditioning, with our societal programming, we have never experienced that before. With the 3D template of relationships, we've never experienced that before. That is what this connection truly wakes us up to, and that's what this doorway is all about. It is walking through that doorway, walking through that portal of love together. And self-love, that comes from introspection, that comes from acknowledging your habits and your patterns and changing your behaviors. It comes from acknowledging the healing that has to be done and working on the healing. And healing comes from acknowledging. Healing comes from feeling through the pain and saying, I'm not going to live that pattern anymore. I'm going to shift my mindset. I'm going to shift my consciousness. I'm going to let the past be in the past, and I'm not going to be afraid to face myself, face others, because I am different now. I'm coming from a place of balance. I'm coming from a place of peace in everything that I do, and I am setting boundaries for myself. I am standing up for myself. I am being true to myself. And who am I? I am a soul made of light and love. And that is them walking through this next level of their own evolution. That is them walking through this doorway, but they have this choice here. And so I have been channeling that message of the doorway for, maybe 2 months now. And that's what Spirit just said to me. They said that this is a doorway. This is a portal that you're feeling, and it's very electrically charged. And it is letting go of anything in the past that is not going to serve you into this future, into this next phase of your life, this next phase of your evolution, because your vibrations are so high. You have raised your vibrations to such a point that anything that isn't serving you anymore, energetically, you have to let go of. Now, there's people, places, and things can still be in your life, but they will change. They will transform. Spirit is saying that they will fade away. They will either rise with you or fade away, but that is their own soul's growth and their own choice. And you don't have the choice in that, because that is their own evolution. That is their own soul's evolution. And they are exactly where they need to be in their point in time on their journey. And so all you can do is focus on yourself. All you can do is focus on your self-love and your own soul's growth and your own self-growth and your self-healing and your self-ascension. And then anybody who is meant to be with you, they will rise in vibration as well and meet you on the other side of the doorway, they're saying. It's a beautiful metaphor. It's a beautiful metaphor. So let's get some more messages. I'm going to pull 3 cards here. I feel like that's crowning the reading, so maybe we'll get 4 cards. Spirit, what do you have to say about the full moon here? What is this full moon bringing in, especially for divine counterparts? What is this full moon bringing in for the ascension journey, for the twin flame journey? We'll get to those in a second. Let's get 3 cards. 2 more cards, please. And then, like I said, we're going to go over to the tarot. On the extended version for the Patreon, we're going to look specifically at the masculine energies and the feminine energies, how they're relating to each other. If you guys want to support the Patreon, that is helping to support this channel to continue, I'm not going to take all that, to continue these readings to help to help us grow. I really appreciate it. For $11.11 a month, it is a monthly subscription. For $11.11 a month, you will unlock the extended reading for here. You'll also unlock any other extended readings and exclusive readings. I do exclusive readings over there as well, including pick-a piles, intimate readings, intimate love readings, and then all of the divine partnership extended readings or extended readings like this. I feel like this goes hand in hand. Readings like this. You'll unlock everything, including past months readings as well. So a lot of content for only $11.11 a month, and you are helping this channel sustain itself and grow, and I really appreciate your support, and thank you to those of you who have subscribed already. I can't tell you how much I appreciate not only your support, but the messages that you sent me. You guys, you make me feel like I'm being of service to you. Your comments and your messages, you make me feel like I'm being of service, and there's nothing that I love more than to be doing this work and to be being able to offer you guidance and comfort and, you know, whatever it is that you need on your own journeys. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you so much. So the link to the Patreon is down below if you guys are interested, but we do channel a ton of messages here. We'll also have a Union Energies update tomorrow, so if you don't want the extended, no problem. We'll have a lot more content coming up on the channel this week, including the daily energy draws, but if you do want to go into the extended versions, or if you want to check out any of the exclusive readings, go ahead over on the Patreon, $11.11 a month. It unlocks all of that. Okay, so I'm going to start with these two, and I pulled from the bottom of the deck because it felt, and actually they're calling me here. We have a new start is coming. This is the doorway. This is that portal. The new start is coming, and I feel like I'm going to just do that because that feels really powerful here. Crowning the reading, we have take time to breathe and meditate and contemplate. This is that Mercury retrograde energy that I was talking about. This is a time for reflection. This is a time for introspection. Remember when I said going through the doorway, facing your fears, facing yourself, going within and seeing what isn't serving you, being honest with yourself, no more self-deceit, no more self-betrayal, no more sticking your head in the sand. This is truly about asking yourself what it is that you want for this next phase in your life, because it is a next phase. And they're pointing me to something that I just read. I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know a whole lot about this, but it stuck out to me. I just read that we're at the end of the galactic year. It's the 13th cycle. We're at the end of that, coming to the end of that. But not only that, it's the end of a 13-year cycle as well. So there's some powerful transformations and changes coming to us. And there's no coincidence that we are in this point in time on this ascension journey, that you have reached this point in your ascension journey, that you are this far. It is no coincidence that you are where you are in your own evolution, in your own soul's growth, because you're needed. Because you're needed as light workers in this point in time to help uplift the planet. You are needed in your service, in your mission. You're needed in your expression of yourself, which is light and love. You're needed in your expression of love itself, because you are an expression of love itself. But you have a choice. You have a choice to continue the karmic cycles, or you have a choice to step through that doorway. But it does require healing. It does require taking a good look at yourself and saying, am I ready? Do I want this? What do I want for my life? What do I want to manifest for my life? And it's taking a good hard look at your past and releasing your past as well. Take time to breathe out, meditate, and contemplate. These energies go hand in hand. This is all about going within, connecting with your inner guidance, connecting with your inner intuition, connecting with your spirit team as well. Connecting with yourself, the soul of yourself, connecting with your heart. We talk a lot about the heart being the bridge between the lower chakras and the higher chakras, between the lower dimension and the upper dimensions, the fifth dimension and above. And what you have there, as you balance your chakras, the masculine energy within you, because remember you hold both within you, the masculine energy within you rises, and the feminine energy within you brings those higher dimensional templates down, brings your connection with the divine down, so that you meet at what I call the bridge of the heart. And we had channeled that many months ago, where the divine masculine said, I will meet you on the bridge of the heart. Because remember, we channeled this in a couple of readings as well. Your divine masculine, you and your divine masculine are one soul split into two physical bodies on this plane, but you're one soul. You're the same frequency, the same vibrational match. Everything in this universe, I was going to say this plane, and they said no, this universe has energy, has an energetic frequency. Everything is attuned to some type of frequency. And they're actually telling me that sound itself has that frequency, and scientists have actually measured those frequencies through sound. So everything has its own frequency, including you, including your souls. You have your own blueprint, your own soul's blueprint. That's not negating unity consciousness. Unity consciousness is understanding that you are all part of the same collective love, the same collective energy. That everything from the birds to the trees to blades of grass to ladybugs to these cards, everything has energy in it. Everything is energy. And as such, especially every living thing, as such, everything is united through love consciousness, because everything is created from the divine, from that one source energy, from that one love energy. So saying that you are an individual soul is not negating unity consciousness. It's embracing the individuality of that source energy had created, to help source energy evolve, to help the universe evolve, to help you evolve, but knowing that we're all connected. We are all one. We are all one through energy. We are all one through love. That's how we're connected. We're connected through the same energy, through the same source. We're connected through God. And I feel like I articulated that in a couple of other readings, a couple of readings back, so go ahead and check out past videos. With that, you and your divine counterpart are the same soul split into two physical bodies. So there's the divine masculine and there's the divine feminine energy. Remember, we're talking about energy. We're not talking about gender or sex. Take it as it resonates for you and your situation. I'm going to articulate this as male, female, just to make it easier. But take it as it resonates for you. It's all just energy. So the male body contains both the masculine and the feminine energies within them, but they might be predominantly masculine energy. But the feminine energy within them is their counterpart's divine feminine energy. The female body contains masculine and feminine energy, even though they might be predominantly feminine. But the masculine energy within them is their counterpart's masculine energy, because you are one soul here. You are one soul. So your masculine and feminine energies are your counterparts. You are one soul. You are merged in that way, especially now, especially with this, where you are, for the segment that I read for, where you are, your energies are so merged that you are one. You are united. Maybe not into union quite yet, because you're still balancing out those energies, but you are merging those energies. This is the process of coming into union. And so what's happening is, as you're balancing out those energies, you're taking the time to let go of your individual karma, your individual cycles, your individual past that you experienced when you were incarnated here in your individual bodies. And so what's also happening, what I've also been getting, is that within your relationship, what you had done was you created your own karmic cycle. And so as you are healing from your own past trauma, your own past wounds, your own past core wounds, your own past life healing as well, as you're still doing your healing with that, you're also healing the karmic cycle that you and your counterpart had created. This could be betrayal, this could be cheating, this could be lying, this could be in and out behavior, hot and cold behavior, any pain that was created from this dynamic from this relationship created its own karmic cycle, and you're clearing that now as well, because karma is going to be cleared now. As you walk through the doorway, you have to let go of the past, because there's no room for the past in your new future. And what you have to do at this point in time is take some time out to go within and say, what about my past am I still holding on to? What past pain, what past trauma, what past resentment do I still have to forgive? What do I still have to let go of? Who do I still have to forgive? How do I still have to forgive myself? I'm also hearing, how do I still have to love myself in order to manifest the life that I truly want? And what actions do I have to take for that as well? Because, like I said, Mercury retrograde, there's something about this energy that is pushing us into action. That's pushing us not just into reflection, but is causing us to take the steps to go through that doorway for our future, for our manifestations. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. We have expect powerful change, balance spirituality and practicality, and be bold and make the first move. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. There's something very powerful, and we just had the new moon eclipse that brought in this powerful change. And you see all the energy coming off of this card that's being displayed in this picture. There's something intense that is happening right now. The energy, it's like the universe is electrified. It's almost like, I feel like the universe is in anticipation. It's almost like the universe itself has taken a deep breath, has inhaled, and is just waiting. It feels electric, but in a positive way. It's almost like they're saying, are you ready? Are you ready? That's what I'm hearing. Are you ready? Are you ready? And it's amazing, because it's almost like the feeling that I'm getting is everything is coming. Everything is coming. The abundance is coming. The expansion is coming. This is your next level. And it's almost like the entire cosmos is inhaling and watching, because this is changing everything. As you step through the doorway, everything's going to change. Now, there's going to be time. It's going to be a period of integration, and I could hear you guys groaning at that. But it's going to feel different this time. It's not going to feel like that limbo anymore. It's going to feel like what they're actually telling me is what has been happening for the past few months. I want to say the past 6 months, since January. Something about the eclipse in January. It feels like there were all these pieces that the universe was trying to align behind the scenes for us. And now what's happened is they're like, okay, it's like the stage is set. They're like, okay, now it's time to lift the curtain. And it's that one moment in time where everybody's backstage in anticipation and the curtain's about to lift. That's the energy that I'm getting. The curtain is about to lift. The curtain between I'm getting chills right now. The curtain between the 3D and the 5D is about to lift. It's about to lift because you are about to step through that doorway. And not everybody's going to step through that doorway, and that's okay. That's where that free will is coming in. That's the, are you ready? Are you ready? And if you're not ready, Spirit is going to be working with you to get you ready for the next cycle. And portals are opening up all the time. So don't worry that you're going to miss anything. You are exactly where you need to be, exactly when you need to be. But there's something about this right now that for those of you who are ready, and you'll know it, you will feel it in your gut, you will know it. You will feel that excitement they're saying, you'll feel that same anticipation. There is something there that the curtain is about to lift. And it's like what you're going to see, instead of the audience, you're going to see your abundance. You're going to see your physical manifestations being brought down. You're going to see your wishes being fulfilled. You're going to see the love. You're going to see and feel the love and that expansion of love. It's going to feel, and you might have been getting this over the past year or two, heart expansions. I say the past year or two because that's when I've been experiencing it. But on this journey, on this ascension journey, you might have been experiencing light activations and heart expansions where you'll feel almost like euphoric. It'll feel like moments of bliss. And sometimes it'll last for hours. Sometimes it'll last for days. Sometimes it'll last for moments. It's that high, high vibrational energy. And then sometimes you kind of feel like you're going backwards. And you're like, what was happening? Like, what about the bliss? What about that? That's what I want to feel all the time. That was you balancing out your energies. That was you integrating the energy. That was the light activations coming in, because you have been living in this dense physical 3D body for so long that that's what it's used to. It's not used to holding all of that love. And so what's been happening is part of the moving pieces, part of the alignment is the as you have ascended, as you have continued to evolve and shift in consciousness, spirit has been coming in and helping you. Your spirit team has been helping you to activate these new crystalline structures in your own DNA, helping your heart to expand, to encompass all of this love, to encompass those feelings of euphoria, to encompass those high vibrations, so that you can anchor into it all the time. That is what the 5D is all about. You're anchored into that all of the time. And the 5D is not a place. It's a consciousness. It's a mindset shift. It's looking at things from a different perspective. It's looking at things through the lens of the divine, looking at things through the lens of love. So you'll feel different. You'll see things differently. You'll experience life differently. You'll still be part of this physical 3D world, this physical 3D plane. They're correcting me. They're like, it's not the 3D anymore because you've ascended to 5D. But the physical plane, planet Earth, you'll still be a part of this. What you can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell, you'll still be a part of that. But it's activation of the soul, activation of the spirit, activation of who you are, which is love and light. Listen to the powerful channel messages for Twin Flames. We talk a little bit about this as well. Some similar messages there. Powerful, powerful messages about what this is all about. This is what this energy is leading into. It is leading into this place of pure divine love. Now, that's not to say that you won't experience challenges. That's not to say that you won't experience what we once perceived as struggles. They're giving it to me in quotes, what you once perceived as struggles, but it's going to feel different. You're going to navigate it differently. You're going to react differently because you're coming at it from a place of peace and harmony and balance. And so everything is going to change because you have changed, because you have transformed. Your relationships are going to change. Your relationship with money is going to change. Your abundance is going to change. Even your career might change with regards to mission and service as you move more into alignment with your passions and your purpose. Everything shifts, and that's what they had been getting you ready for. If you had been experiencing tower moments or dark nights of the souls, that was part of the moving behind the scenes. That was part of the ascension process. That was part of the evolution that you were experiencing, because you had to let go of everything that was no longer going to serve you in this higher level of evolution, this higher level of ascension, this higher vibration. You had to let go of anything that was in the past, that was in the lower vibration. Now, your family is still going to be your family. Your friends are still going to be your friends for the most part. Your relationships are going to still be your relationships. Your work might still be your work. It's the energy around it. It's how you view it. It's how you experience it. Your vibrations are going to change, and so that is going to help uplift everyone around you, so they will either rise with you or fade away. But for those that you are connected to, especially your intimate family, that is your soul tribe. That is your soul family. And you came in here together to experience this together. This was even orchestrated with you. They're helping you to evolve. They're helping you to grow. They're helping you to ascend. Even if they are still, I'm not going to say it like that. Okay, I'll say it like that. Even if they're still being pains in the asses, even if they're still causing you strife, even if they're still causing you struggle, that's causing you to go within and look at yourself, reflect on yourself, and say, okay, what are they teaching me here? What am I meant to learn here so that I can continue to evolve and continue to raise my vibrations? We have balancing spirituality and practicality here. This is balancing the human side of you and the spiritual side of you, because again, you are still here in this physical plane, in your physical body, but it's a shift in consciousness. It's a shift in consciousness. And I'm not going to go deeply into this because I feel like I went into this in the daily energy draws. So I'm going to link both daily energy draws down below. But it is about balancing out your humanity with your spirituality, with your soul self, because they are one and the same. You are here incarnated as a human being to experience what it is like as a human being, to learn and evolve and grow from the experiences that you are having in this physical incarnation, relationships and work and mission and service and love and family. You are here to experience all of that, to help you evolve and to help you grow and to help you connect with others around you. You cannot have one without the other. That's just duality consciousness. If you're negating the human side of you, that's negating part of your soul. You are still you. You came in here as the identity as you. You chose that identity for this lifetime, for this purpose. Just like in past lifetimes, you chose that identity to help you in that lifetime. And all of it encompasses who you are as a soul. It's almost like it's connect the dots. It's almost like it all adds up to who you are now. All of those past lifetimes, and they're getting me all those past lifetimes because time is an illusion, time is linear. You're experiencing all those past lifetimes now to bring back to your soul growth, to bring back to who you are as a soul. So I might have been Susan in this lifetime, and Bart in this lifetime, and Annabelle in this lifetime. Here I was a medieval man. Here I was someone in Regency era. Here I was a mermaid. You know, I had all these incarnations, and here I am as Susan in this lifetime. I have all these incarnations because I'm experiencing through all of that. I'm learning through all of that. I'm growing through all of that. But we are coming back. We are calling back all those pieces of ourselves, all those past lifetimes, healing those past lifetimes to come back to this one point in time here now, to who you are here now, because you're remembering who you are here now on a soul level, awakening to who you are on a soul level. And all those human pieces of yourselves, all those identities of yourself helps your soul's growth and evolution. But you are a soul first and foremost, but you cannot negate the prudence, they're giving me the word prudence, of the human identity, your humanity. You cannot forget your humanity, because that is not only how you connect with others and help others to raise their vibrations, help others to understand and awaken themselves. That's not only how you shift the paradigm of the planet by connecting with others, but it's also your own soul's growth and your own soul's evolution. You are more than your identity, yes. But you chose this identity. You chose these experiences before you came in here because you said, okay, what do I need to learn? What karma do I have to experience? What relationships do I want to have and enjoy? What do I want to experience as a human on planet Earth? It's not just for learning, it's for joy as well. For joy and bliss. And that is what we're moving into. We're moving past the struggle, past the pain, and moving into a place now where, as these human identities, as the soul within the human structure, you can now experience more joy and bliss and manifestation on the physical human plane. Now listen to Abraham Hicks, because they talk about this a lot, and I'm finally getting it. I've been listening to Abraham Hicks for the past year and a half. And I'm finally understanding, because I was understanding it from a manifestation standpoint, but I wasn't understanding it from an ascension standpoint. And I'm like, I don't get it. They're talking about manifestation, that you can have everything that you want, but what does that mean as far as soul growth? It means that you are ascending out of the karmic cycles of struggle, of you're always going to be learning, but now you're learning in a different way. You're not learning through struggle and pain and karma. You're learning through joy and bliss and happiness. You're learning how magical you are. You're learning what a master manifester you are, how powerful you are, how divine you are. You're learning that you are one with the universe. You are one with the divine. You and the divine are one. And your counterparts are part of that as well. So that is what you're ascending into. You are experiencing, learning how to experience manifestation and instant manifestation. Instant manifestation at the drop of a dime. That's the magic of what it's like to be spirit, what it's like to be soul. You're waking up to that, but you're learning, you're experiencing that in the physical body now. In the physical body, experiencing everything that you've experienced on a soul level when you were on the other side, when you were spirit, pure spirit, but now you're going to be experiencing it in the physical plane. That is a 5D shift in consciousness. That is the ascension journey. That is you still being human here in the physical plane, but it's a shift in consciousness, bringing the 5D template down where you are experiencing everything that you've experienced within the soul, understanding that you're divine, understanding that you are connected to all living things, understanding that you're pure energy, understanding that you're master manifestors, that you can have everything that you want, including love, but you are doing it from a human place on this physical planet because your mission here as light workers is also to help uplift the planet, to help them remember, to shift the planet itself into remembering, to expand. Okay, and then we have be bold and make the first move. This energy that I'm getting is all about connecting. They're giving me crown chakra energy. This is all about connecting to the soul of yourself in this physical plane. Being bold and making the first move to walk through that doorway. Now, what does that mean for you? That could mean reuniting with your divine counterpart. That could mean stepping more into mission. That could mean stepping more into service. That could mean letting go of the past. That could mean letting go of people, places, or things that aren't serving you energetically or otherwise. Beliefs, patterns, addictions, habits. This is the going within. This is a time to go within and say, be honest with yourself. Be true to yourself and say, okay, what really isn't serving me and what is going to serve me? This is being bold and being brave and being courageous and stepping forward as your true authentic self. Where once you were hiding, this is you stepping forward and saying, this is what I want for myself. I'm hearing the words declaration. Declare what it is that you want for yourself. Be bold, be brave. Say it not just to yourself, but to the world. What is it that you want for the rest of your life? What is it that you want to manifest? What is it that you want for this next phase in your life as you leave the past behind you? But you have to be bold and brave enough to leave the past behind you. And you have to do that. You do that by being bold and brave enough to go within, to look beyond your own masks and your own illusions, to see that you are wearing masks, that you are holding on to illusions, that you are holding on to the past. The first step is acknowledging that. The first step is really going within, being brave enough to dive deep and go within and say, where am I blocking myself? Where am I holding myself back? Where am I not being true to myself? Where am I still holding on to the past? And then you take the step forward to change that, to acknowledge what it is that you want, to declare what it is that you want to yourself and possibly even to others if that's what it takes. But it's all about the power of expression. The power of expression. Okay, you guys, we're going to stop there for the overall energies. Really powerful messages here. We're going to get into the tarot with the divine masculine, divine feminine, and see what powerful transformation is coming from this energy here for the divine masculine, divine feminine, and how they're relating to each other. So if you're interested, go ahead over to the Patreon. Again, $11.11 a month, you'll unlock not only this reading, this extended reading, but exclusive readings as well. So do go ahead and check that out. If not, no problem. We'll be back tomorrow with the Union Energies update, a check-in on what's going on between the counterparts. Send you guys so much love, so much light, and we'll see you soon.